Hey everybody, it's Candy, aka Brown Eyed Girl 69. How y'all doing this morning? Well, today is Monday, December 23rd, 2024. And I went to bed last night at like 10:30 last night because I was just so totally exhausted. The last couple of days at work's been really busy because, everybody and their brother coming in to get their food and whatnots they need for their holiday gatherings. And some families have already had their gatherings over this weekend. I have to work tomorrow, 10 to 6. Oh my God, it's probably going to be totally crazy, being that, we're open only 10 to 6, and then we're closed on Christmas Day, so we might be pretty busy, people coming in and trying to get last minute things. But if we are busy, it'll make the day go by faster. And then I'm off for 2 days after that. Like normal. No big deal. Then I'll be going back to work on Friday and Saturday. Anyway, I guess the reason why I'm making this video is I kind of wanted to answer a couple of questions. Not questions, but I just wanted to make a couple of statements about some of the things that I post and maybe some of my beliefs and thought patterns. I'm going to try to keep this short because I don't like going on about the same thing over and over and over. Okay. Flat Earth is a concept that some people can't understand. Let me jump back a little bit. I've only been an actual flat earther for probably solid belief in it, good 2 or 3 years. Before that, before I even heard of the flat earth concept, I guess I was automatically a globalist, I just automatically believed the story that we were told. I just automatically believed it because, well, that's what they told us, so it's going to be true, right? Just like I used to believe that we went to the moon. I used to believe in all sorts of things that the government has told us. But now I don't believe those things. Why? Because I'm actually thinking for myself and looking at things and realizing that these things can't be the way they're saying they are. And another thing, if the government lies to us about anything, they're lying to us about everything. So just because, some people believe that the government is bad and that they do lie and they do all these things, And then there's some people that trust the government 100%. Those people are still asleep 100% and probably will never awaken to the reality of things. Not in this lifetime, anyway. But the people that... I used to be one of these types of people that I believed that the government was lying to us, but I still believed the things that they told us, like the shape of the earth, going to the moon, and that all these events that have taken place here on Earth are real. Well, sorry. I don't adhere to any of that anymore. So I guess what it comes down to is you can look at the evidence and decide for yourself, but a lot of it's common sense, I think. Because we can only see so far with these eyes. We can't see forever, We only have a certain amount of perception, observation with these eyes. We can only see so far with our eyes, And as far as my eyes show me, the Earth's flat. I've never seen a curve with my own physical eyes, and I've been up in an airplane before, and I always wanted the window seat so I could look out and see all the clouds and see the sun or see the moon or whatever, you know. Never seen a ball. I've seen some things that happen here on Earth that makes you think, okay, well, if we're on a spinning ball, it wouldn't happen. There's a couple places, I think there's like maybe 4 places here on Earth where the salt water and the fresh water come together, but yet they're separated because of their density. And there's a line drawn. And on one side, you can see the heavier, denser water, and on the other side, you can see the lighter water. Fresh water, I think, weighs lighter than salt water. So salt water is going to have more of a darker color, whereas the fresh water is going to have more of a lighter color. And one photo I seen, the water was like really, really blue, and on the other side, right next to it, it looked really brown, like dark, muddyish looking. Anyway, there's like a few of these places here on Earth that shows this phenomenon. The point I'm making is this phenomenon would not occur if we were on a spinning ball. Because if we was on a spinning ball, all that water would be mixed up together. You know? But water always levels flat. Always levels. Water always levels. On a spinning ball, water couldn't level. If we were on a spinning ball, just imagine, in the 70s, if you were a kid in the 70s, even the 60s, on a, what do they call that? Merry-go-round. Man, those things were brutal, dude. Those things would shoot you off if you got going too fast. You couldn't hold on. You couldn't hold on against the pressure of it spinning you around so fast. And so eventually you just had to let go and you'd fall off. That's the way it would be here on Earth. Everything would be flying off the Earth, you know. Another thing to consider is the stars, the constellations. The constellations in our sky, they haven't changed at all. In centuries. Hundreds of centuries. Thousands upon thousands of years, these stars have not changed. If we were on a spinning ball through space, the stars that we would see wouldn't be the same stars that we would have seen when we were a child. So that's another aspect of things that you got to think about. The sun isn't outside, and we aren't rotating around the sun. The sun's inside. And the sun and the moon and the stars is what's moving. The earth isn't moving. It's the stars, the moon, and the sun above us that are moving. We are in an enclosed system, kind of like a terrarium. That's how I see it. That's how I visually see it. I also visually see it as flat planes. Planes of energy. In comparison to the human body. They say that Earth is the heart. So that would be this level, this plane. Then above that, we would have another level. Then above that, we'd have another level that's like right up in here. And then we'd have levels down below us as well. I sort of see it that way as well, too, sometimes. But I definitely understand the concept. Some people just don't want to accept the fact that they've been lied to their whole entire existence. And they just can't. Some things they can accept and give thought to and realize it's the truth. And then there's other subject matters that's a little bit more difficult for them to grasp. Like me. I used to be a globalist. Then I learned a flat earth. And then I used to laugh at it. I'm like, there's no way. Then I started thinking, why does it matter? What's it matter the shape of the earth? Does it matter if it's a ball or if it's flat or if it's in a dome-like structure or what? Does it matter? It could be a triangle or a cube for all that matters. But it does matter. It does matter because they'll lie to you about anything and everything. So how can you accept some things that the government has told you as a lie, but you can't accept the fact that the shape of the earth isn't as you've been told? I guess that's one of my things, is like, if they've lied to us about one thing, guaranteed they're going to lie to us about all things. There's so much that's been hidden from us, we don't even have an understanding or a concept of it. And I don't even know if we would be able to in our lifetime. Like me, I'm 55. I don't think that even if I lived to be 100 years old, in the next 45 years, I'd be able to uncover every last lie that the government has given to we the people. And when I say government, I don't mean necessarily just my American government. I'm talking about governments all together, all interacting, all intertwined. Because all government is intertwined. All countries are in bed together. And there is no red, there is no blue, there is no left or right scenario. Even though they try to play that. But see, the reason why they try to play that is because they want to keep us divided. They don't want us people coming together, realizing the truth of all these horrible, horrific things that they've done to conceal the truth. They don't want that. They can only have control over the masses if the masses are divided. So that's why I don't adhere to politics anymore. I don't adhere to a religion anymore. I don't adhere to none of it. I just listen to what's in my heart. Because the heart is the ultimate truth sayer. Okay? Anyway. I just kind of wanted to make this video, kind of bring a couple of things to the forefront. And make people, kind of stop and think about some of the things I say. Why would the government be honest with this when they've lied to us about so many things? And there's so many thought processes and questions that come up when I think about certain things. Like, maybe I'll make another video on the moon landing. Because that's another thing that I don't believe. I do not believe we went to the moon. Even though I used to believe we did. I used to believe, because I was born on June 23rd, 69. Supposedly, they walked on the moon on July 20th, 1969. So I was less than a month old. Just almost a month old. When this event here on Earth took place. Or when this event took place. And trust me, it did take place. And it was here on Earth. It wasn't up there on the moon. It was in the studios. It was a movie. It was a film. There's no physical way that we can leave and go to the moon. Because the moon isn't a solid object. The moon is a luminary. If you don't know what that is, well, then perhaps you should look it up and do some research. But until the meantime, I hope you all have a most blessed day. Afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. And until I can get some more inspiration to come on and make another little short video. Peace, love, hugs, nugs.